What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm here at my job and I had brought my brother's flywheel to just clean it up, clean the surface up. We're not doing nothing crazy, we're not taking crazy material off, we're just here to clean it up, get some texture on it for when the clutch disc is installed. I had something on to bite onto and give a good grip, so we're going to be doing that. And then installing the flywheel and the clutch on my brother's car to install the oil pan and put it in the car. So I'll show you guys that process right now. Currently, we got some heat spots here and here. So we're not, like I said, we're not taking any material off the flywheel itself. We're just gonna clean all that up. It's kind of like crystallized, so we're just gonna get some texture on it, and should just be good enough for what we needed to do. And I'll show you how I'm gonna do it, and then the how it looks after. I got my die grinder here. My cookie is not too rough to take material off, just enough to clean it up. And we're gonna clean the surface here. Now we're gonna change it up, go with something a little softer. So here's the finished product. Got some of the heat spots out, just cleaned it up, got some texture on it to have some good surface area for the clutch disc, and it should be ready to go. Now I'll just clean the flywheel with some brake cleaner and should be all set. Make sure all these are torqued down and be good to go. Okay, lo que hay, mi gente. I'm doing some stuff on the starlet and I just want to take you guys along. And yeah, so show you what I'm doing. So I'm here, I got some fittings in for the starlet, and starting to make all the fuel lines new before I take the setup out and refresh everything. And I would like to paint the engine bay coming up in this new year. So I got the 2 feeds, and then I'm gonna do the 2 returns. I already did the return from the fuel regulator to the tank, which they've been made already a little bit ago. I made the fuel line for the fuel sensor. I gotta do the pitirre line and the feed line to the tank to the pump, brand new. And yeah, so I got some line here that I'm gonna make do what I got for now. I know I gotta order some more, but yeah, I'll just show you guys what I'm up to right now and keep you guys updated. So I got my fuel line and I got my fitting right here. Normally just put this end on the line, then I'll put a little bit of Vaseline, screw this side in with 2 adjustable wrenches or 2 AN wrenches, and then I normally keep it a little long. I measure what I need, I'll chop it, put the other end on, and proceed like that. So I'll show you guys now. The line has any debris, I just chop it with some dikes Real nice. Makes my life easier. So put this on. I put it on all the way. It has a lip in there right before the thread or the rosca. So I keep going all the way until it meets that line there. And you want to screw it in facing towards you, because if you go the opposite way, you'll deburr the fuel line. So if you can see in there, I got it where I want it. I'll put a little Vaseline on this end. Vaseline. You guys can use oil too, whatever you guys prefer. Just something that can lubricate it so it can slide in smoother. I'll take some tape, electrical tape, or the green or blue tape they use to paint. I'll put some around so I don't scratch the fitting. So I got some electrical tape here. I just put a layer on. So when I do put the adjustable wrenches or the A wrenches, I just make sure that they don't scratch. And just like that, tape them up. And wrench, and I got an adjustable, and I'll just put one on one side. And I just go all the way until they meet each other flush but equal, so it looks good. And now just take the tape off. That's it. Bitty boom, bitty bang, no scratches. Take a rag, make sure it's nice and clean. You see there, no scratches. Boo, boo, boo. Give it a tug, make sure that it's not gonna pop off. Now just put it on the car. I put it on the car, measure the length I want, and then I just chop it, put some tape, chop it, and so on. So that's what I'm doing. It is currently New Year's Eve, waiting on the family to show up at the house, and just working on the starlet since the fittings came in today. So yeah, any little bit that I can with some free time, I try to do the best, with the family now and all that. So you can only get so much time throughout the day, but I just do my best with the little bit I got. Put the line on. Let me tighten this side down, and then I'll mark it where I want it. So tighten this here. Right, now tighten this here like so. I can take this fitting off for now since I'm not making this fitting right now. I'm just making this one here. I'll put it where I want it. I'm gonna tighten it down. Like that. You want to give it some slack because, you know, it's a mechanical pump. It's belt driven, so it'll you know, come loose sometimes or whatever, and you don't want this to tuck too much and, you know, break a fitting or anything like that. But you want to give it, you know, a good amount, and then I'll draw a line or I'll put some tape on it. This is where I want it. Everything looks good. I got a colored marker right here. You know, I'll just mark it. You're not gonna see it. It's gonna be underneath the fitting when I put the head on. So I just mark it right next to the line. Like that, just a little mark. And then I take this back off. Take this one off. So then, that's it. And then where's the mark? So you can see the mark there. I'll put a tape on one side and on the other side, and right in the middle of the green I'll just chop it with a die grinder, and then I'll go ahead and put on my fitting, and I'll show you guys the end result. And there you guys go. Got the other side done, fuel line done. Now I'll put it on, make sure it's how I want it. En bidi boom bada bang. Eso quedó de hecho. That'll make the other one to follow the flow, and it should look good. You know, I'm not too fan of the blue and red, but it's all I could find on eBay. That shape like that, real nice and tight. I mean, they do have black, but it was all sold out, and you know, with the prisa and everything, you know, even though I'm in no rush, but I just wanted to get the fuel lines done so I can yank this motor out, and do a different color combo on the engine, paint everything else black again, paint the engine bay white instead of this gray, and yeah, and keep going from there. So we're back here at the house. The oil pan and the pickup, and then tighten down the flywheel, and the engine should be all ready to go into the car. My brother's not here right now, but he's gonna come and install the clutch and do all the adjustments he wants to do. I leave that part to him because he likes to adjust the car himself. So I'll let him do that, and that way he has in mind what he's done with the clutch, just in case the car is not 16 footing or spinning, you know, or all that good stuff that the car does, you know, when you adjust the clutch properly or not properly. So I have him do all that. He knows what he has in mind, how many shims he put, what the millimeters are, and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna here install the oil pan, bring you guys along with me, and see how it goes. So you guys have it, oil pan is on. I mean, it's not the prettiest, you know, there is really no point of painting it. We always end up scratching it, dragging it on the floor and stuff like that. And also the bolts, we had gotten some nice bolts, as you can see on the bottom there, but for the careta on top, they're a little too long, so I just stuck with what my brother had. He had some studs there, so I just put the studs back on, since he does have a plate for the oil to, you know, sit on the bottom and it doesn't balloon the oil pan like it has before. But yeah, so I put all the studs on it. It's got bolts all the way around, real nice. Got plenty of silicone for it not to leak. But yeah, should be good. Like I said, it's not the prettiest, but nobody sees it, and should work fine. You know what I mean? We can worry about making it look pretty later. We just need the car to work. Make sure everything's, you know, good. Pretty sure the motor is gonna come out probably at the end of the season, you know, to look over and make sure we broke it in good. You know, after we get a couple passes on it, make sure everything looks good, and we can worry about making it look pretty after. Yeah, there's the engine right there. I'm gonna put it on its oil pan, get the flywheel tightened up, and motor should be 100% ready to go in the car. So I can't put on the flywheel just yet. I have to get a rear main seal from the shop. We don't have one here, unfortunately, but that's not an issue. We'll go get one from the shop and everything should be all good. But here's the engine right here. What's going on, guys? Back at the house. I ran to the shop to get the rear main seal right here to install it on my brother's engine right there on the bottom. Get that all set so we can put the flywheel on, and should be ready to get into the car. So I'll show you that, guys, right now. So normally when I put the rear main seal, the stationary is off the engine, and then before assembly I'll put the rear main seal on. But in this case, we noticed that I had a tear installing it, so I'm gonna just install it on the engine. I normally just put it on, make sure it's even, and I just tap it in with a rubber mallet. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Just get it in there, and I just tap it in with a rubber mallet evenly. Just make sure. That's flush. All the way around, just like so. And it's just as easy as that, guys. Just simple. Hit it with a mallet, all nice and flush all the way around. And then my brother's gonna come with some silicone. I just put a dab of silicone to seal it all the way around, and that just works for us. Very simple, never had any issues. The reason we're replacing it that it was torn was because when my brother installed the engine, he didn't put silicone on. But yeah, we just kept it simple, put the new one on, hit it with a mallet until it's even, and then a layer of silicone on top, and works fantastic. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you can, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that share button to all your friends and family. We appreciate it, and we really appreciate you taking us to 500 subscribers. You know, everybody that shares, we're really grateful for you guys and how far we've come. And we're just gonna keep thriving and keep going. And just want to say thank you from me and my brother, you know, 12A brothers, and I'll see you guys on the next one.